Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the weekly reset for week number 25 of Dragonflight Season 2. Now, every once in a while, I remind you guys that these weekly Wednesday videos aren't just about opening vaults. And I think today I'm going to prove that because we don't actually have any. So I apologize if that's all you're here for. I guess this video is not for you. But today we're going to talk about everything else. We're going to talk about like stuff that I've been up to the past week, why we've missed streams, what we've got coming up this week, some of the stuff I'm working on, and some of the kind of behind the scenes, because there's a lot of things that have changed. And I guess I just get to waffle for a few minutes. Well, it doesn't seem right not being logged into a game and not having that split screen, and the full face cam kind of feels weird. Plus, I don't know where to put, if I'm like full face cam, I don't know where to put the Patreon names. Like, do I just like scoot over to the side and let them be displayed here? I don't know. So we're going to go into split screen today, and I decided to sit with a couple of friends. There's a couple of NPCs. I thought it looked cozy on a nice little bench. So this is today's view. So I did take some personal time. We had some family stuff, which is why we skipped the Thursday and Saturday stream last week, as well as the Friday hangout. But I am back this week. We have some streams going on. I will be streaming Diablo tomorrow, so this Thursday. I actually don't know about the Saturday stream. I might do some Diablo stuff instead and continue taking a little bit of a break, because there's really not too many people playing at the minute. Everyone's waiting for the patch. It comes out in a couple of weeks. We've got BlizzCon next week. Holy moly, man, that come around quick. But yeah, we've been doing quite a few things behind the scenes. Me and the mods have been working hard to make Discord, at least. I don't even know how to word it really, but we'll touch on Discord and some other things in just a minute. But I have some plans for this week, and maybe they'll like move over to next week as well. I am going to take a look at my UI and see if there's any improvements that we need to make. And of course, if you want the UI, it is free and available to download via the Discord. We are going to be working on the sound pack, hopefully. I'm very, very determined to have that ready for 10.2 and the new season, so look out for that. I bought Bastion a McDonald's today, so he owes me. So that includes the Plater and the Week Auras. I'll get them updated. They will be available to Patreons and Twitch subs, but the rest of the UI is completely free to download. Another thing on the list, just looking at my notes, I still need to level the Warlock. And I got to do it this week. It's only going to take a few hours. The Warlock's level 60. With the time walk-ins, it's just, yeah, it will go super quick. Apart from that, I have a video in the making, in the middle of writing notes. I'm going to get on that straight after today's video. It is a tier list video. Not going to tell you which one, but this one is a serious one, not like the joke one we made the other week. So yes, Dilly is on it for the content. This is going to be sort of practice, because tier lists are... It's new territory for me, and I don't quite know how it's going to go down, but I'm quite excited for it. It's a lot to talk about in that video. Super excited, and it's probably something that I'm going to carry on because, well, you'll see, and I'll touch on it during the video, but yeah. So we have made a bunch of changes to the Discord. We've made the rules a bit clearer. I think some of them maybe had a bit too much wording, and perhaps the point didn't quite come across. There was some confusion the other day with a couple of them, so I hope I've made things clearer. Along with that, we have added a few text channels. If you guys look through the rules and roles, I know no one reads the rules, it's fine, I understand, I get it, you just sign your life away. But at the bottom of that, we have a lot of things to opt into. We've added one that was like kind of baseline when you join the server and become a member. One of those have been added. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's a list on the Discord. If you want the channels available to you, simply react to whatever it is you want. And the same goes for the groupings. So we had EU Keystones and NA Keystones. This was simply because the majority of the community that we have on Discord, they do Mythic Plus. They don't really do like PvP and all the other stuff. So we didn't really feel like we needed much else, but we have decided to make it EU LFG and NA LFG. So you can basically, within those channels, if you want to make a group for whatever you want, you basically do it within those channels. So if you're EU, you'll do it within EU and you know. There was a request by a couple of users over the last couple of weeks for stuff like time walk-ins. I mean, we've got like, we've had like 5-6 weeks of time walk-ins or whatever it is. That isn't going to happen all the time. This is kind of a niche situation at the end of the season. So we didn't really want to add additional channels, and we thought about roles to maybe tag time walking roles, but we're really not sure. We're going to continue to think about this sort of area, but for the time being, the requested channels that haven't been created, I apologize. Myself and the mod team didn't feel like they were needed, but we are always open to change. So if you have any requests or feedback, maybe there's something you like or dislike, feel free to send one of us a message. We are more than happy to talk about things and make change. That's absolutely fine. We want to make the Discord as welcoming as possible, and just to give you guys as much as we can, basically, without flooding the Discord, because we don't want too much, which is why we got so many opt-in channels. I feel like I could have worded that so much better. Along with that, we have decided to strip the majority of like the Mythic Plus channels, like the voice channels, and we've left a couple of them. I believe we've got a locked Mythic Plus channel. We've got the general that everyone can just jump on, just chat. And we've decided to take an approach where you can click on the join to create. By joining that, you will create your own voice channel. It will be under your name. You will have full control of that channel. So technically, I mean, like 10, 15 users could then at the same time go and create their own channels. That's absolutely fine. Once you are owner of that channel, you have full control over it. So obviously now the way Discord works, when you have a voice channel, every voice channel comes with their own text channel built in. Within that text channel, if you go into it and you do /voice, it will show a big list of all of the commands available. I've left everything open for the time being, but I'm obviously going to continue monitoring and seeing how users interact with these channels. Hopefully everything's done appropriately, but again, you have full control. So some of the things you can do, you can limit the amount of users that can join. If someone's in there that, I don't know, if you're doing like a 5-man, you've got a 5-man team that you're doing regularly, and you've created that channel, you can obviously limit to 5, but if someone else joins, you can remove them. You can also make them hidden or locked. Absolutely fine. Obviously, you've got the commands to undo the hidden and show it. But yes, this is a great addition. A couple of the mods put this forward a couple of weeks ago, and we've obviously been discussing it over the last couple of weeks. We got together the other day, we made these changes happen, and there are some other things, again, that we're going to continue to go through and tweak. So we're not quite done there. We are, I mean, we're always going to continue to try and improve the Discord as much as we can. But again, if there is anything that you dislike, any requests for channels or this, that, and the other, feel free to message myself or one of the mods, preferably one of the mods. And yeah, we're more than happy to chat about it. In terms of the 10-2 prep, and I think I've kind of doubled up on my notes because I've got plans for this week as well. Level in the Warlock, I'm going to do that, yeah. Update the Plater and Weak Auras along with the Bastion sound pack, which again is available to Twitch subs and Patreons. And then, I guess, lastly, the ADHD medication update. We're still rationing, still no update. Same situation as last week. I've taken a decision to, instead of going up and down, which I think is doing my mental a bit, yeah, it's not doing good things. I've decided to go through and I'm basically using all my 30s. Then I'm going to use the 40s that they've provided. And then I've still got some 70s, but I'm kind of hoping that in the next few days or a couple of weeks, a pharmacy somewhere will finally get some Elvance. And I mean, I feel like this is going to be an ongoing thing. I've only just started the medication and there are like nationwide shortage. I'm kind of anxious and worried because I should be on 70s and I'm taking 30s. That's not great. And yeah, having days where I've been on 70s and then like the next couple of days I've been on 30s, it obviously hasn't given me the effects needed. It's a big jump, like I'm taking more than less than I should be. So it's not been great, but I mean, I've still got some, so it's not the worst. So I did miss a couple of things off of the list. Just going back to some of the things that I'm trying to implement and improve on. I'm always looking to improve the stream. We don't really have like an intro or an outro. I kind of just go live and I'm there. Sort of been toying with like intros and whatnot for like the last few years of streaming. I like the fact that I go live and I'm there. You don't need to wait. But I also like the idea of, I don't know, maybe showing you guys some clips instead of just a boring countdown. I really don't know, but it just allows a couple of minutes to get everyone into the stream, and kind of the same with the outro. I don't really know how to end it. If I'm raiding someone or not, I'm just awkwardly waving and I look for the button, and if my OBS is being dodgy, I press the button and it doesn't even end the stream, or it doesn't raid. Like, OBS is weird. And one last thing for stream, I've also been toying with the idea of moving the camera and having it in front of me, but I'm not sure because I don't like the blank spaces, and I feel like if I have it in front of me, I can have it a little bit further away, and I'm messing up the camera because of the auto zoom. But at the same time, the only reason, and you might think this is funny, but the only reason the camera is kind of off to the side, it's not actually because of the background. It's purely because when I look over to chat, which is typically on my left, I feel like I'm looking at the camera, so therefore I'm looking at the audience as well. I don't know, it's a weird thing for me, but typically when I'm doing these videos, I have to sort of like look at my notes in front of me and then like turn, and I don't know, I'm gonna try things, okay? Things are gonna be different. I'm gonna try things. I might like them, you might like them, we might not, I don't know. I just wanted to end by saying a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. You'll see those names coming across the screen as I speak. At some point, I'll add YouTube members to this list, but it won't be the cheapest tier. The cheapest tier is, I very much appreciate it. I wanted to make it as cheap as possible, but I think the next tier along will come with the names for the credits across the screen at the end of every video. Just gives you guys more flexibility. Some don't like Patreon, some don't like Twitch, some use YouTube. There's YouTube, there's Twitch, there's Patreon. You guys can support me in a number of ways. It's never needed. It comes with a bunch of benefits, completely up to you. It was very much welcomed and appreciated. And to everyone who has gone that extra mile, thank you so much. All right, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, a like would be much appreciated. But that's me done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.